Hey y'all, it's your girl, Astonishing Figure. I hope everybody is doing well on today. Am I prepared? A little bit. Just a little bit. If y'all listen to this, go ahead and hit that share button for your home skillet. I sure would appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that share button for your home skillet. I sure will appreciate it. Again, this is your girl, Astonishing Figure. And I miss y'all on yesterday, or last week, I'm sorry. I miss y'all, but I've been so busy. So, y'all see what the topic is. Are you tuned into your feelings? Are you? Most people aren't. They just sweep them under the rug and keep it moving. That's how we was taught, right? Don't feel that feeling. Just sweep it under the rug and keep it moving. You strong, but you ain't that strong. Trust me, you ain't that strong. So, I came to y'all on tonight to talk to you guys about emotions. And I was going to play that H-Town. Emotions make you cry. But I ain't do that. But I really want to talk about emotions. You know, as people, we always push our emotions under the rug. You know, if we sad, mad, depressed, angry, frustrated, we don't show it. We just sweep it under the rug. That's what we do. You know, we keep it moving. Because that's the way we was taught, to just keep it moving. To not deal in that emotion, to not deal in it, to not hey Keely, hey. That's my twin. We're not real twins, but our birthday on the same day, so we call each other twins. But anyways, we were taught to just sweep those emotions under the rug. Don't give it two more thoughts about it. Just sweep it under the rug. If you mad, don't show that. Just keep it moving. If you hurt, don't show it. Just keep it moving. But are we really helping ourselves by sweeping our emotions under the rug? Because they're going to come out. Whether they come out in 5 years or that day or 10 years. But it's going to come out. All that stuff that you put underneath the rug is going to come out. And the bad thing about it is that you don't know when it's going to come out or how it's going to come out if you don't deal with it right then and there. If you don't deal with your emotions right then and there, you do not have control on how it's going to come out and who it's going to come out in front of and who it's going to be directed to in the long run. So I strongly advise for you to deal with it when it's there, right? So when we talk about emotions, we talk about our feelings, emotions. So when we talk about emotions, if somebody makes me angry, our body or our being goes through three things. First of all, I'm going to think about what you just said to me. Then my body is going to react how you just said it to me. And then I'm going to have a behavior after what you said to me. So prime example, if I get mad about somebody lying to me, first of all, it's going to go through my thought process and I'm like, you're lying. Okay? The second thing that I'm going to do is now I'm going to have a body action. So I might do like this. Like, I know he lying or I know she lying. My face might turn up. I might get, my hands might get sweaty or whatever. And then the third thing, I'm going to have a behavior. So either I'm going to cuss you out because you're lying to me, which don't do that. Please don't do that. Or I'm going to walk away and I'm going to get angry at that time. So our whole being goes through 3 different states when they're going through emotions. We think about it, our body language, and then we respond to it with a behavior. So if I'm happy, I'm going to notice that I'm happy. Then my body is going to get excited. I may, jump up and down. And then my behavior may be to respond and say, oh, I love you so much. You made me happy. So we always go through those 3 different stages when we talk about emotion. And if you can identify that emotion and tackle those 3 stages right then and there, you may save some stuff. You may save some folks from getting cussed out in the future by sweeping it under the rug. So deal with that emotion and deal with that the stages of when the emotion or the feeling actually comes to you. Is it difficult? Hell yeah. I hope Facebook don't cut me out for this. Heck yeah. It's difficult. It's very difficult because you're in the moment. You know, when people are in the moment, the first response that they get is anger. It's the easiest emotion to have. It's easier than being sad or being hurt. Because in being sad and being hurt, you're showing vulnerability. With anger, you're just angry and you can lash out and say whatever you want to say and do whatever you want to do. So that's the easiest emotion that people run to, is anger. Because it's easy. It's easier than being sad, like I said, or being hurt or frustrated or whatever the case may be. Right? So why is emotions important? Do we like to deal with emotions? No, we don't. We don't like to sit in that vulnerability. We don't like to sit in that spot. But I'm telling you right now, if you sit in that spot and not dwell in it, but embrace it, then like I said, in the future, you won't have to redirect that feeling that you feel to somebody that doesn't even deserve it. That's why people get reactions that they don't deserve, because the emotions being used was never meant for them. Absolutely, twin. That's why they be like, what I do? And this about Billy that hurt you 7 years ago, and you like, oh, I didn't even know you then. I'm so sorry. Like, you know, or if a friend say something to you and you respond in a negative way, and you like, friend, like, why you acting like that? No, that's about that ex-friend that mistreated you and did you wrong. You giving it to the new friend. You about to lose a good friend because you should have responded that emotion to that last friend instead of to the current friend. Or you should have responded that emotion to the last relationship and to not this relationship. So you're right, twin. That's exactly why people get the emotions that they don't even deserve. They like, what is going on? I'm just trying to make love faces. I'm sorry, I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm. So why is emotions important? First of all, emotions motivate you. That's the one thing that they do. When you are feeling anxiety or feeling frustrated about something that's coming up, when you have anxiety about something, 9 times out of 10, you're going to double check and see, okay, let me make sure I got that thing right. You're being motivated to double check. Dot your I's and cross your T's. So emotions motivate you. Whether they motivate you to stand up for yourself in a relationship, or they motivate you to get some things done. That's what emotions do. Emotions also avoid you from being in danger. So that comes with the old saying of the fight or flight. So when you're scared, you are either in fight or flight mode. You're either going to run or you're going to fight. So that emotion actually avoids from you being in danger. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that was Erikson, which is the stages of development. If I'm not mistaken, fight or flight. So what else emotions do? They help you make decisions. So when you're making a decision about anything, so if I'm in love, or love makes you want to be in love, it makes you all googly inside and it makes you feel good. You know, when you're being hurt, you walk away. So emotions make you make decisions. So these type of emotions, when you're in love, you're happy, you're showing emotion, you're showing that you appreciate that person. When you're hurt, you walk away. You don't want to deal with the situation anymore. So emotions help you make the right decisions for yourself. And when you're happy, you're more or less giving or trying to give, whatever the case may be. Trash is meant to be taken out for a reason. If you keep it around, it becomes toxic and harmful to your health. Absolutely. So trash is right. Okay, so it's really not trash, but it's an emotion that you have to deal with. Period. Trash is, well, I guess something that no longer uses or is not of value. So yeah, that's right. But trash in this state is the emotion that you had to use. I guess trash, you need to use it too, because you use it and throw it away. So thank you, twin. So actually, me and my twin, we're going to be doing something special for both of our podcasts or lives or whatever. So I can't wait to get to that. That'll be next week, sometime next week. So make sure y'all tune in for that, because it's gonna be hot. I might be drinking. I don't know about you, but I might be drinking. So the next thing that emotion does, it helps us understand ourselves. So with body language, it helps us understand ourselves, and it helps others to understand us. So body language is one of those elements that we learn somebody's emotion. So if somebody is at dinner with you and they start doing like this, they're not feeling good. They're not feeling. They use their body language to actually identify what type of emotion that they're feeling. And even with talking to your spouse, you can know when they're paying attention to you, because they have their eyes on you and they're listening. If they're all over the place or looking up at the sky or on their phone, 9 times out of 10, they probably don't have their undivided attention. They may be listening, but it's not an undivided attention that they're listening to. And they're really not validating the emotions that you're trying to bring to them. So your emotions and your body language help people to identify and to understand where you're coming from. The last thing that I want to say is emotions help you to identify where you're going. We as individuals have to learn this. We have to learn that sometimes things are on emotion. Sometimes decision making has to be an emotional decision. It's called that thing called faith. So if you have a passion in doing something, and everything around you don't look like it's supposed to look, you gotta really have that emotion of happiness for your passion, so you can move on it. So emotions, like I said, help you make that decision, and it helps you to go where you need to go. Now, people talk about having your emotions under control, and that's because it's sad to say people are emotional manipulators. So we're not able to express our emotions wholeheartedly because we have emotional manipulators that use it to their best of what they want. And now we gotta get ghetto because now you're trying to play on my emotions. So if everyone could, in a perfect world, if everyone could actually not be emotional manipulating and allow somebody to express it without any bias, and you express without any bias, and not try to use their emotions to benefit you, that's a perfect world, right? But we do have emotional manipulators that you may say how you feel, and they understand key words that you're saying and use that against you. That's why people say, have emotional control. Be emotional control, because when we spaz out, or when we show our emotions, our anger, our frustration, then we're in jail. Instead of somebody responding to us the way we need to be responded to, because we're angry, we're trying to tell you something, we're trying to say something, but instead that they come back and say, I don't give a, come back with anger, and now I'm in jail because my emotions were not even validated. And now I'm in jail. Some people can acknowledge emotion but can't comprehend it because of the lack of emotional intelligence. And that's absolutely right. Some people really have a low score of emotional intelligence. They cannot identify it at all. And that's why they do that emotional manipulation. They think they're tapped in, but actually you're manipulating the situation for you and not actually helping that person to validate their emotions and where they're coming from. So they're not doing what is supposed to be done, and that's to allow somebody to understand them as well as you understand that person. Absolutely. So that's all I really have for you guys on tonight. It's been an emotional day for me. I have been mad. I have been sad. I have been angry. I have been frustrated. I have been happy. I have been... That's all. But all in all, I dealt with that emotion and I kept it going, you know, because I'm not going to allow that emotion to carry on. That's giving that too much energy over my whole being. So the thing came to me, I processed it, and I responded, and that was that. So again, I thank you guys for tuning in on tonight. Astonish Your Figure. If y'all listen to this, go ahead and hit that share button. Again, I will be live in a different state with my homegirl, not this week, but next week. And we are going to go live and talk our talk about everything. Everything. If we, whatever we say, we gonna say. Whatever we do, we gonna do. It's gonna be uncut. So make sure y'all tune in next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday or Friday, whatever Keely want to do. Friday, probably Friday, Thursday, something like that. And we are going to go live and talk our talk. But if you guys are listening, go ahead and hit that share button for your home skillet. I sure would appreciate it. And I'll see you guys sooner than later. You guys take care and love on each other and be a blessing to each other and deal with those emotions. Deal with them because they gonna come. They ain't stopping. They coming. And so just deal with them and keep it moving. All right. I love you guys. Peace.